at the Japanese Garden in Washington Park, proclaimed the most authentic Japanese garden outside of Japan. And the Portland Japanese Garden is 5.5 acres, and they call it a tranquil beauty nestled in the scenic West Hills of Portland, Oregon. And I'm going to have to agree, it is beautiful up here. So glad you're with us on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Well, at any given time, there are 1,000 homeless and parentless young people living on the streets in Portland. A local organization is addressing the problem and changing their fate. Please welcome Pippa Arend. She's a program director of PAIR. Pippa, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And PAIR is an acronym for?
PAIR is an acronym for Project Education, Art, Recreation. So the idea is we're working with kids through the intellect, emotions, and body. And
you have a physical place here in downtown Portland that's sort of an overgrown living room for them, right?
It is. It's a living room / community center / school. It's on 6th and Flanders. It's about 3,500 square feet and a really beautiful place that holds not only our program area, our kitchen, our gallery, our PAIR barista school. It serves many functions there.
Now, what age groups are we talking about?
We work with 15 to 24-year-old.
So when we're talking 1,000 people on the street, we're talking in that age group?
Yeah, at least, and it's difficult to count, of course, because there's a lot of gradations there and difficult to access this particular population, of course.
You know, and I was asking you some questions, and you said there is a difference between at-risk youth and post-risk youth.
Yeah, it's a really interesting delineation that we've really started to put some languaging around recently, because there's this idea of at-risk that many people are familiar with. You know, kids at school, things are going badly at home. Maybe there's no father. Maybe there's some kids in a school that are bad influence, and things are about to go badly. And then there's this idea of post-risk, and we work with the post-risk kids where things have already happened. Things have already fallen through the cracks. This kid is already on the streets, already affected. Perhaps there's simply no home to go back to anymore. There's no parents. For post-risk kids, there's simply nothing left.
So what is left for them? You say there's nothing left, but that, of course, is not true because you're here. What can you provide them?
Well, this sounds funny, but one of our goals is to get these post-risk kids to a place of at-risk. Right? So what does at-risk means? But they have something that they can hold on to. So what these kids have left is often a sense of hope, a sense of transition, and these are things that we try to build on. So we have this facility where we're working with kids in ways that try to foster more hope, foster this sense of self. Like, what does it mean to make a good decision for oneself? No one can take that away from you. So we try to create environments where these kids can learn to see themselves in different ways. So we have programs. We have education. We have a GED program. We have an art gallery. We have a PAIR barista school. We even have a housing program, small but good. We have a library. We have all these programs, but really what they're designed to do is create environments in which young people can work with adults and see themselves in a different light. So they can sort of, unveil themselves in some ways and take off this tayer of, homeless kid, this layer of, I need to be tough, this layer, because probably they have had to need to be tough. So what does it mean to take off that and discover for themselves that they are also an artist, also an athlete, also good at math, also good at cooking, and so learning to see themselves in a different light and see then a different kind of future for themselves.
Now you mentioned barista school. You have a collaboration with a local coffee company?
We do, with Cafe Vita. We're super indebted to them and very thankful. They have they approached us a couple years ago with this idea of a partnership to create an on-site barista cart where the kids get a 2.5-month training. It's really one of the best trainings in town, I have to say. The kids learn how to pull a shot, how to smell coffee, the ideas about roasting, ideas about where these beans come from, and then the youth, after they attend this training, can apply to us to actually run the cart. So we have a legal on-site coffee cart where, quite frankly, I don't do anything. The kids get there in the morning, they open the cart, do all the registering, they do all the marketing, close it at the end of the day.
Nice.
The kids do everything. It's pretty incredible.
Are you looking for mentors right now?
Always. We're always looking for mentors.
What we're going to do is we're going to give your website, paramentor.org, and good luck to you. We appreciate it. Some good stuff.
Thank you.
Pippa Arend, thank you very much. And we want to thank you as well for being here on Comcast Newsmakers from the Japanese Gardens. I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.